Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to ThrowBLKs. Hey man, don't worry, don't get concerned that me and Mark are not in the same room today.
This feels weird.
Feels a little weird. Feels very 2022-ish, 2023-ish,
Is it weird?
2024.
That's the old days.
Yeah, it's weird as the old days, But for people who are watching on YouTube or not watching on YouTube, we're doing it remote today because I don't know if you guys know this, but global warming is fucking real.
Yeah,
All
can I
right.
show you? Can I show y'all real briefly? I'm gonna
Yeah.
show y'all I'm gonna show y'all real brief and cover the bad part of it. Look at this. I just
Yeah.
want y'all to see
Yeah.
exactly what we're saying or what we're dealing with right now. There's
Yeah.
our Black Print Studios are not equipped to handle this type of weather. So
Yeah.
if you would have done that, you would have seen us melted on the chairs, and
We
it would have been very
honestly,
uncomfortable.
honestly, we push it most days too. Last time we
Yeah,
recorded, we
I
push
remember
it.
when I
It
was
was
taking my hat off and
yeah.
wipe them. I was like, "This is getting kind of in here."
We be pushing it, and the thing that is crazy is that it's been cool this whole summer. We've been recording. It's been straight. It's been this whole summer. Literally today, I was like, let me like go to the studio, like throw the fan on and shit like that.
Yeah,
I was like, we ain't gonna be able to we would have been able to record in the studio today, but it would not. We would have had to like take hour breaks or something
yeah, no.
between every 40 minutes. So biggest heat wave in our neighborhood. 103 degrees right now. It's supposed to go up to about 105, 106. We staying our asses in the house. Other than one thing, I'm staying my ass in the house this whole weekend. So
Of course, it comes at the end of the summer. It couldn't have came in end of June,
oh,
July, like the
you know
very
how
end.
it is. You know how it is, Mark. It's about to get worse. It's about to get fucking worse. Remember when we went to that flea market, the Central Flea, a year ago?
Oh,
Yo,
it was blazing in September.
yes, bro. It was fucking beaming on motherfuckers in September, yo. Like,
It was exciting
no,
though. You want to go again?
if they have it again, I'll go for
Yeah,
sure.
family. Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's not Central Fleet. I'm thinking of Family Style
Family
Fest in
style?
September.
I ain't going to family style.
Okay.
I ain't going to family style. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Who with me? Who with me on Halloween Horror Nights this year?
Some Wyatt Six talk. Big
Yeah,
Wyatt Six talk.
Terrifier talk, goddamn Fallout talk. We doing that this fall. But as you guys know, we are celebrating the 20-year anniversary, almost 21. We got in on the window, Mark. We're just now in the window of this album, the 20-year anniversary of Lil Jon, the Eastside Boyz, Crunk Juice. Before we get to it, what's your temperature on what I proposed a couple of months ago for next month's episode?
See what you did there. See what you did there with temperature. I don't think it's changed. I think based on the reaction of the Discord, everybody was like, this is going to be a wild episode of ThrowBLKs if you guys do it. My only question is, how are you going to do two albums at once? Because technically, we've done double albums. Shout out to Outkast. We did Speaker Box Love Below, but we've never done two albums back to back for one ThrowBLKs.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of history that go with that too. Like I want to find a historian. There's not many historians left. You know what I'm saying? That want to talk about
That'll
this.
tell the story. That'll tell
That'll
the
tell the truth. They'll tell the truth about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like today and nowadays, like nobody really wants to say. And then of course, we're talking about if you guys haven't listened to over the past couple of weeks and months, I propose that we do Nas Stillmatic and Jay-Z the Blueprint for September's episode. Now we don't have to do that. I just think that it's something that we should think about.
Okay. The thing is, it's good for September because Blueprint will be turning 24 on 9/11. Nas has a little bit of time. December is going to be his anniversary, but I feel like it's going to be it's a good
Or
temperature for it.
or do we do it in December and drop it on Jay's birthday, just like when Ether came out?
Don't do that. Does he deserve that?
Well, I think that we could do two albums. I think that the track by track format, and we're gonna try and shake it up a little bit today for the track by track format. Crunk Juice is a long album, so like I think I want to shake it up a little bit and just talk about the album just in totality.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's ways we could do it and still kind of keep true to the format that we've been doing on ThrowBLKs before. But it's just something to think about. I think that it's a monumental album for two monumental albums for so many reasons, and I think there's so many parallels to like what happened after. Then what happened after, like now when we had this happen again. And I think that like people need to know like this shit was not normal that happened in 24, and we have proof of why it's not normal.
But
You know what I mean?
we're gonna leave that. We're not gonna let that seep into our Crunk Juice love, because this is a good album. You bring up the length, which is pretty funny. I thought about the time that it took to listen to this album on my re-listen. It's funny. In 2025, that length of an album, maxing out the 80-minute CD, is pretty much like deluxe release as of right now.
That's Gunna album.
That's Gunna album? How long is last one? I gotta take a look at how long Gunna last one is, but I'm so used to in 2025 the album being like the LP release, the new release that comes out from albums being like between 42 to like, if you have like a 50-minute album in 2025, that's almost damn near pushing it. And I think that's pretty crazy listening to how many albums that I've listened to. Gunna's album is an hour and 9 minutes. That feels like a damn trip.
Bro, it felt like forever because all them beats sound the same. But it feels right. It feels fucking forever. But I mean, even like we talked about Metro a little bit on Don't Steal This podcast 2 weeks ago, but like, you know, that was even a lengthy album as well. Like it just felt long. This one, I won't say that this album felt long, and I'm gonna just say right now, I still think it's a classic even with its problems. Like even though I have like multiple skips on this, I still think this is a classic. I think we're gonna walk through like why I think that, what are the songs that kind of like push it to that. But when you think of Crunk Juice, you think of like, this is Lil Jon's opus. Like I like he did this and said, I'm never releasing another album again, and he never did.
Did he have to? I mean, there's so many different genres that he just excelled in on this album. So much so that I don't even think I gave it the proper credit when this is one of my favorite albums ever coming into those 2000s. So to now listen to it with 2025 years, I'm like, man, there's so many different genres that he just slid through on this project. I think it ends up being underrated in that aspect.
It is. I was just gonna say that. I feel like this is an album that, like, you're right, we don't talk about this album very much, and I think that's bad.
Where's it come from?
I you know what it is, and we'll get into it a little bit. I think the Crunk fad, the Crunk phase, was superseded by something that was immediately more massive. Crunk hit like a meteor, but it spawned so much, and I'm gonna have a segment for you on this episode about that.
Okay.
But when we think about Crunk, and we're going to talk about Crunk a lot because this is a subgenre that I don't feel like gets a lot of respect. And I brought it up a couple weeks ago again. It's like I miss this sound. But ultimately, you know why it didn't succeed. And I'll say this right now, because there aren't many producers that know how to do what Lil Jon does.
Sure.
And a lot of people will be like, oh, he made the same beat over and over again. I'm like, no, but like, it's the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the feeling. How many times are you going to listen to the same, you know what I'm saying, trap beats? Lil Jon with Crunk was giving you something different. He was giving you something that was really kind of similar to punk rock, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like it was that legendary. So yeah, like it's I feel like for an album that's double platinum, probably 3 times platinum at this point, it gets like literally no respect in the hip hop landscape.
It kind of hurts to know that Lil Jon's production, the decades of production that he has between So Def, between his own production, starting with the Eastside Boyz and going into what he's done within the 2010s, it gets put into a box of Freak a Leak, and was it Goodies?
Yeah.
He's way, way more than those 3 records in 2004. And we're going to get to his history of all of his A&R work that he did, his production and so forth. There's a long list of Lil Jon projects and rappers that can vouch for his genius.
Yeah. Let's start it off. Let's kick it off. Lil Jon was born Jonathan Smith in Southeast Atlanta, the oldest of 5 children. His father was an aerospace engineer and his mother was a military doctor. This is interesting too. Huh?
Was he a military kid?
He was technically, yeah, he was a military kid. He was a military kid, which is crazy to think about, because like a lot of his background became a meme, right? Yeah. One of the first memes was Dave Chappelle letting everybody know that Lil Jon doesn't really talk like that. I think that was the first time I had known that Lil Jon didn't talk like that, because people had only seen the rambunctious personality that he portrayed in his music, and that skit for Dave Chappelle was it season 2?
Yeah.
It was season 2, right? Where he has the Lil Jon skit. Again, we're gonna talk about Lil Jon, the height of his powers in 2003, 2004. But being like Lil Jon is actually proper. He's a college graduate, and he is. But
Mm-hmm.
he's even more than that. Like Lil Jon was immersed in skateboarding culture. He worked at Skate Escape, which is a legendary skate shop that I've heard about before in Atlantis and Piedmont. He was like a huge fan of rock music. He loved Slayer. He loved Agent Orange. He loved Red
Mm-hmm.
Hot Chili Peppers. Like those were the. He was at hardcore shows and rock shows before he was at rap shows. Like when you think about the growth of that,
Mm-hmm.
I think of that because like my entry into music was through that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really big into rock and shit before I became like super hip hop when I was younger, and that kind of follows what Lil Jon was as well.
I remember one of the most ignorant tweets that I saw as of recent. It doesn't need a name attached to it because it was just such a bad take. One of the takes was like, yeah, how I look at people, especially black men and women that grew up with so many different genres with like a certain look. Like there's so much good rap and R&B. How did you get into rock and all these different types of genres? I look at you with a certain with my eyebrows up. I'm like, truthfully, all of these genres are ours.
Yeah,
Truthfully,
we
all
made
of our
that.
genres are ours. Rock and roll's ours. Country's ours. Rap's ours. R&B's ours. What else? Pop is
Also,
ours.
also, how do you sound saying that when you listen to music that takes so much influence from that as well? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so like R&B takes its influences from jazz, which takes its influences from, you know what I'm saying? Like all of this stuff takes from each other. They're all subgenres that created their own genres. You know what I'm saying? Like for people to say that is insane. Like truthfully, the only thing that you can say that about is like when you talk about people who listen to like, you know, Spanish music and things like that. Those are things that didn't primarily start in America. Like what we did for America with
Mm-hmm.
music, no one could take away. You know what I'm saying? Like
Within
that's what
every
we did
genre. Yeah.
within every fucking genre. Like it's not crazy. I used to be kind of embarrassed to be like, oh, like my jump off point wasn't hip hop. It was always corn and shit like that. We talked about that on these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I as I've grown older, I've been like, I don't give a fuck. Like maybe when I was like 20, 21, like I just didn't give a shit anymore. And I was just like, bro,
Yeah.
this has always been who I was. Like I was wearing the baggy shorts or the baggy jeans with the shell toes trying to be Jonathan Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was who I was before I was like, and I say this all the time, like the Blueprint changed my life. It changed
Mm-hmm.
everything. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like it was that album that kind of cleared the landscape and was just like, yo, like I fucking love this shit. But I grew up in a house that loved Biggie and Tupac and Diddy, and I love Total. I love Mace. Those are
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like when I look at how he grew up and I look at like he's just as eclectic organically as me or you. You know what I'm saying? Like and when you look at Lil Jon's upbringing, I think that's like the coolest part about everything.
Yeah, and look at Jonathan Davis. Jonathan Davis, direct influence from NWA, Run DMC, NWA and Run DMC. NWA has sampled little bits of numerous rock songs. Run DMC has one of the biggest rap rock songs of all time. It all intertwines. I don't understand how it ends up being like a separation between the two.
Because of inherent racism. Like because they feel like people have been racist to us, so like we can't respect them, even though we've like created all of this shit. You don't let the white man make you think we didn't create this shit. Because who would give black people that the fucking idea that we have to look down upon or shun people who love rock music? You know what I'm saying? Like white niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like they are the ones that do that. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. But Lil Jon, he learned to DJ when he was 15 years old, and he had house parties in the basement of his family home because his parents didn't want him going out in the streets. Lil Jon is like upper middle class, like prep school, like preppy, like skateboarder type shit. Like his upbringing was wild. So his parents allegedly let him have these house parties. He used to call them Old Eng and Chicken Wings. So Old English and Chicken Wings. So I'm guessing that they catered it with that shit.
Oh, that's not a good combo. I don't even care if it's the weekend. Old English and chicken. OE? It's a different time. I get it. 90s. Listen, whatever the vice was, the vice was. But hell no.
Yeah, dude,
You
what
might
is
as well
that
say
like?
E and J and Wings. Hell no. I'm good.
Oh man. Like, but your parents being down there, like, yes, son, you've done well.
Yeah, I mean, hey, being able to DJ in Atlanta, I'm sure that I mean, it's a superpower today. I'm sure being able to do it in the '90s in Atlanta, you must have been God on your block.
He was a king. He eventually would move up to DJing clubs in the scene, DJing parties, things like that, where he met Atlanta luminaries like Jermaine Dupri. He's met Notorious B.I.G. He met Mary J. Blige, a whole bunch of people from that era when he was DJing in clubs in Atlanta. His connection to the clubs made people like Jermaine Dupri come up and say, "Yo, he knows what's hot. He knows what's popping right now. Let me get him on So So Def." So he hired Lil Jon as the A&R at So So Def Recordings in the 90s. And what was his first fucking thing he did? He created So So Def Bass All Stars. And they put out their first album, which features My Boo. So many hits on that joint. My Boo, obviously the most ubiquitous one, the one that everybody knows the most, went gold. But when you think about that piece of hip hop history, Mark, and you see that Lil Jon was the one behind that, like, how does that make you feel?
An uncredited producer is I guess he has an A&R production credit on Ghost Town DJs, My Boo. For this to be your first thing out, and granted,
he's a legend. Sure, he's a legend already.
Yes, exactly. off one record. If he would have retired, and just did the So So Def Bass All Stars and just did those 3 albums and he was good, he would have been amazing in Atlanta already.
A lot of people don't know like how much. I'll be real, like I feel like there's not enough respect put on his name. I think especially just for Atlanta producers, like obviously we'll talk about the Zaytovens, we'll talk about the Metros, we'll talk about all of them. I think I'm serious. I think there's a severe lack of respect put on Lil Jon's name in terms of what he did for Atlanta hip hop. Obviously, we're going to hear about Jermaine Dupri. He's a legend, but people don't mark. We know this. Like we're talking about this album, it's very underrated. We've done Outkast projects on this show before.
Yeah, Outkast will tell you about Lil Jon. Outkast will tell you about Lil Jon.
I can't believe that he has put so much of a stamp on Atlanta hip hop and he's barely brought up. Now, like, obviously, I get the meme conversations. I get the who better, Gucci, Future, or Jeezy. You know, them arguments. We're just like, well, how come Lil Jon will come up in no conversations about any of this shit?
Do you think that comes from the more reserved person, though? If Lil Jon was on top of tables screaming, sometimes like Jermaine Dupri sometimes, and saying, listen, I am the king of what I have done. I'll put 20 of my records against any 20 records. Do you think that people would put that?
I feel like if he did that, you know how we treat our legends, bro. They will be like, Lil Jon ain't shit. He ain't never did nothing for us. He's a fucking... You already know this. Bro. They will disrespect the shit out of Lil Jon. I won't have it, but shit.
That's 3. We're now going 4 decades deep of Lil Jon. I don't understand how that is not credited the way that it should. Now, granted, we've talked about the numerous genres that Atlanta has in their own history of hip hop. So it is kind of difficult to try and squeeze all of them onto one little area where you can try and give somebody like a quick screenshot or a quick flash of what Atlanta rap really is. But to try and sum it up in 4 decades, you have to have Lil Jon within that area.
100%. You don't get where we're at today without his influence. And I think that like there's like a large blind spot, Mark, where it's like Jermaine Dupri, skip Zaytoven, Metro Boomin, Tim 188, like it's like a huge there's a huge portion. I guess people will talk about Nitty. I guess you could get to that point, but I'm like, that's like directly, that's the child of what the fuck said he was doing. So it's just crazy. But Lil Jon eventually got a job as a radio host. I forgot this when I was doing research.
Okay.
I forgot he was a radio DJ as well.
At what, 107.9?
V103.
Oh, V103. Okay.
Yeah, as he was producing, he had to get his fingers were on everything in Atlanta hip hop. This punk rock kid, he's the last kind of person that did it like the Rick Rubins and all of them did it back in the day. Like what fuck with the white boys, but then come fuck with black people and rap and shit. Like he kind of had the best of both worlds. We'll see that on this album as well when we get to it. But in 1995 though, he was producing a lot of records. Of course, he was still putting out the So So Def Bass All Stars albums. I think he did 2 versions of those after he did volume 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
And that, the third one was the last one. He collaborated with Big Sam and Lil Bo to form Lil Jon and the Eastside Boyz. Sambo.
I laugh I didn't realize it when I was a kid. I probably realized it a couple of years later, and I was like, oh, okay, that's
Sambo. Do you think they meant to do that?
Yes, absolutely. After seeing the Put Your Hood Up cover, I'm like, yeah, there's probably interest to nod at their Southern culture and the Southern ways of living at that time, but also rebel against it.
That's a little too far. I hate that we taking back the Confederate flag. No, we're not. That's a loser flag. That's a loser flag. Them niggas lost.
Yeah, but back then you see Bubba Sparks with it. You see David Banner with it. You see Lil Jon with it. It made sense then. Makes absolute zero sense now with the knowledge we have. But back then, it was. I guess it wasn't as offensive to be like, yeah, this is our flag. This ain't y'all's.
In 1996, Lil Jon and the Eastside Boyz released "Who You With." This is a song that would end up on like a lot of their albums. I guess because this first album that they came out with was not like put out. It was like out of the trunks and shit. Like I don't even think it's on streaming. They released "Who You With," which introduced the word crunk to the hip hop lexicon. And let's talk about crunk a little bit, because we're talking about Crunk Juice. We really never talked about crunk at all. And crunk is to be hype, to be to get hyped up. What's the word? Like I keep using hype and hyper, cranked up. Okay. Another notch.
Yeah.
Turned up. Because again, Mark, turned up, the child of crunked up, of crunk. That is what it is. It means that it just simplified. Crunk was its own thing, but crunk is a popular subgenre on the tree of Southern hip hop. So Southern hip hop at the time was very much live instrumentation, UGK, 8-ball MJG, 808s, what you had in Texas, what you had in Memphis. But it was marketed by its highly energetic production style, call and response hooks. That's all over this album.
Absolutely. A lost art, damn near a lost art. I mean, some people still do call and hook today in 2025. I'm not gonna say it's completely abandoned. Obviously, you have call and hook for everybody that goes on tour. You want to have those big stadium type moments, right? But Crunk literally lived off the call and response.
I mean, Nokia this year, call and response record. All of those, like a lot of different records that are call and response still. Call and response hooks versus. And of course, the 808s and the stripped down style of the music is complemented by samples, which was influenced by Memphis rap, and then synths, which is influenced by electronic music. So the melting pot of that whole thing was really evolved by Lil Jon, who, as we've said before and we see now, is kind of a student of every game. He loved all of these just different genres. So he influenced by punk rock, heavy metal, Miami bass. You hear that on here.
Yep.
Euro dance. I mean, on this album, Go Go. Which is,
I heard All Ski Ski and I'm like, yo, I've never thought that this is Backyard Band until my 2025 re-listen. I never put the pain to the face because I didn't know it in 2004. I was 13 years old. I was like, oh, there's a nice little dance record.
That's how fucking crazy this album is. Like, this is one of the greatest producers of all time. And y'all mean to tell me that y'all don't put no respect on his name? And maybe it's on him because, like you said, he is laid back. He don't really do too much shouting about it, but this is fucking it's crazy. But when we think about crunk, Mark, there's been a lot of argument about where it started, who started it. Obviously Memphis rap, 3 6 Mafia, they will say that they're the originators or they started it or they were the ones that did it because they would say get crunked up at that point. A lot of old 3 6 Mafia tapes would say that, and it's hard to say. Like Memphis, Atlanta, all of those places, they kind of took from each other. It's a melting pot. They gave each other style. They gave each other swag, and they worked so close together. Like UGK worked with a lot of Memphis people. Memphis people worked with Atlanta people. They took a lot from each other. But do you remember those arguments back in the day? Like, no, this started in Memphis. This started in Tennessee. It started in Atlanta.
I'm sure I can go to some type of box den thread, and if I go to the Memphis section, there's always sections: Memphis section, Atlanta section, Texas section, I'm sure they would have all had their ideas and their reasons as to why. It's funny, man. 3 6 not only had that they were trying to claim, but also literally beefing with Bone Thugs over the flow that they were using and dissing Bone Thugs on their first album. A lot of different. I mean, you would expect that from 3 6 Mafia to be able to have many different enemies at that time, but it's interesting. I think having that melting pot ends up being the reasons as to why things ended up blazing the way that they did at that time, just stretching from Atlanta, going over to Memphis, going over to Texas, taking over the South in general. I think I'm glad that it wasn't successful in a way to be like, yeah, we're gonna keep this and crib this here. Y'all don't use this and da 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 da. I'm glad that it wasn't successful.
Look at everything at birth. But I want to play a small little game with you real quick.
Okay, down with the game.
Call it Crunk or Not.
Okay, I'm much better with that, because when you said who you with, I thought you was gonna bring up steppers, and I'm like, I'm not gonna step to get Crunk who you with. I'm sure there's plenty of people that will step to get Crunk who you with.
So I'm gonna name a song.
Okay,
and you're gonna tell me if it's Crunk or Not.
Okay, it shouldn't be too difficult.
First song, 3 6 Mafia, Tear the Club Up.
Obvious Crunk. Crunk. This is dangerous. This is 911 level. This is 911 level Crunk. If I had to put levels on, this is call 911 level Crunk.
911. Goodies, Sierra.
This is difficult because she called herself the princess of Crunk and B, but in a way, you can say, yeah, it's Crunk. It's Crunk.
It's Crunk. I'm
gonna say it's Crunk just off the nickname.
Because the thing is that you could throw some bows to Goodies, but there's
I'd love to see niggas fight. I'd love to see niggas throwing hands to Goodies.
But I say it's Crunk because the reason I love it so much is like, there's been so many iterations of trap, right? There's trap soul. Remember that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, trap has been mutated into so many things. I think people really sleep on the fact that Crunk really had a soulful and rhythmic aspect to it that people don't want to admit. And Sierra kind of brought that out with Goodies for sure. So I say that's Crunk too.
Okay.
Bone Crusher, Never Scared.
Is that Crunk? That's just making niggas want to fight. I wouldn't say that's Crunk, but it's definitely.
Why would you say it's not Crunk? Is it the melody?
I'd say tempo. I'd say it's tempo related. Never Scared is kind of slower than what you would do for your traditional Crunk. Not to say that everything has to be high speed and high hats and all of that. Obviously, No More Playing GAs, kind of BPM wise, is a little bit close to Never Scared, but I would say No More Playing GA is a much more Crunk level song than Never Scared is.
It's the drums. It's the drums in No More Playing GA. Young LA, Ain't I?
It's not Crunk. It's futuristic, but
it's a child of Crunk.
Yeah,
it's a Crunk child. It's a Crunk child.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely say that. I would be hesitant to say that just off that I know it's futuristic, but if you listen to the dun 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 dun,
that's very Crunk.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
It's very Crunk influence. That was tough. It's tough. I would say it's Crunk.
You would say it's Crunk?
Futuristic is just Crunk.
If somebody was if you had a Lil Jon segment on there when they were if he was yelling his call and response on it, I would say it's a little bit more Crunk. I would say it's a little bit more Crunk. I think maybe I'm thinking off this. Is
Lil Jon a needed element for it to be Crunk? Is my question too.
What is the needed element for Crunk? That's a good question. The needed element for Crunk is tough because is there a recipe for it? Like, does everything need?
It's the easily recognizable kind of earworm melody, for sure. People used to say, "Oh, he played the same piano, the same keyboard thing all the time." I'm like, yes, because it works. Because you can't get you can't get that out your head. You know that's a Lil Jon beat. No producer really has that today. Like that's a Lil Jon. Like there's not a lot of producers that have that.
And if you were to start those first couple moments of Throw It Up, exactly. Everybody's gonna be like, let's get the fuck out of here. Because as soon as you hear Throw It Up, man, yo, get out. Find an emergency exit.
we should be glad that we weren't in college or in at parties when that song came out.
Hell no. I mean, I would have loved to seen it, but hell no. I'm not trying to see.
You don't want to see that.
If I hear knocking heads off in the club and I see somebody just and go flying
out the way. They love telling niggas to back up. Okay, next song. Hurricane Chris, A Baby. Familiar synth, familiar melody, earworm.
The hook is also crunkish.
Call and response.
Damn. Yeah, well,
this is good, right?
We don't talk about Louisiana in this. We haven't talked about Louisiana in this area because Louisiana already had its own sound, right? But they had influence.
Crunk had influences from that as well. That bounce, the 808, all of that.
Damn. I kind of gotta give it to Chris, yo. I kind of gotta give it to Chris. It might be Crunk. Yeah,
it's Crunk.
One of the probably one of the last Crunk songs that remained atop Billboard. A Baby was huge.
Yeah.
Not only in Florida, but also in the South as well. But by that time, that 2007 time, the trappers were already through the door. It was already a much different time in Southern hip hop. But that was probably one of the last few remnants of Crunk to be big in Billboard.
Project Pat, Chicken Head.
Project Pat, Chicken Head. But do people get crunk to? Would you consider that people get crunk to?
It has some of the if it has some of the elements that you said make it crunk though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, and I'm sure it could turn up in way. If you play it outside, I'm sure it turns it up in many different ways, similar ways.
Yeah.
Would you call it crunk though?
Bark, chicken, bark, chicken head, bark,
please, whatever.
Chicken head, like all the response.
Boom, boom, boom. Damn.
I love this game.
You say it's crunk though. It really makes me think about what the recipe is. So now I'm just like,
we'll talk about that after this is over because I like that question that you asked. Table that. We'll talk about that.
We'll table it. Am I gonna say it's crunk? See, here's the thing about crunk too.
I know listeners are like, Mark, stop doing the mark.
I'm not doing the mark though. You don't really get verses like you got between Project Pat and LeChat on Crunk record.
True. That's a good point. That it is a lyrical song.
It's a lyrical, Crunk songs. I'm not gonna say, Crunk songs are lyrical, but for the most part, Crunk songs are determined to make you punch the first person in front of you. I wouldn't say Chicken Head makes you do that. So I'm gonna say not Crunk.
What elements, right? But
elements of Crunk.
Several elements. Okay. D4L, Laffy Taffy.
Not Crunk. Would you say Snap is an element of? Is it in the family tree of Crunk? Is Snap an element?
Synths, the recognizable synths, the 808, call and response. Candy girl. I'm not gonna say it's Crunk. I'm just gonna say it's got elements.
It's got elements. I'm gonna say not Crunk because I wouldn't say Snap. I wouldn't say Snap is Crunk, but in that realm of D4L and Franchise Boys, I would say Franchise Boys has Crunk records.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say Snap and Crunk are two completely separate entities, but they're in the family tree, so I get it.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Sierra. Oh.
Bum 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 ba dun 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 dun. It'll be the same.
I think it's Crunk.
This Crunk and B shit is difficult, man.
I think it's Crunk. I think Sierra O is Crunk.
I'm gonna say not Crunk for the same reason that I said Chicken Head.
Okay.
Because I think Sierra and Ludacris did something a little bit different.
Okay. Usher.
This is Crunk and B the same way that Goodies would be.
It's Crunk.
I'm gonna say it's Crunk. It's the poppest Crunk that you could get ever. The poppest Crunk. Crunk pop.
Cherish. Do it to it.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Do It To It's not Snap. It's within the Snap era, but I wouldn't say it's Snap era. It's a dance record. It's a dance record, but it's a dance record, but it's
Crunk
not.
is dance records.
I wouldn't say it's Crunk though. You know what? I wouldn't say it's Crunk though. You know what I would say would be more Crunk? Girl Fight by Brooke Valentine.
Well, but that's too easy. I'm trying to do ones that he's not on directly though.
He was on Girl Fight, right? Oh my God.
He was directly on.
I'm thinking that was Big Boy.
Damn. Yeah, Big Boy is rapping, but Lil Jon's on the chorus. So like obviously, yeah. But I'm trying to say like the elements of it that he created. Some of these songs he produced. So like let's just be real. Like, but
and Sean Paul's on Do It To It. A big Lil Jon, a big piece of Lil Jon's career.
Exactly.
Oh,
what for? That bro. Here's the thing, Mark. A large part of Crunk was women dancing to it and dancing to the songs. You don't get that without the song with Ubi from Kings of Crunk. Play No Games. That's a Crunk song.
What a classic.
That has the same cadence as Cherish Do It To It, right?
You know what, Cherish? I'm gonna do you well because you did hit the A. I'm gonna say it's Crunk. It's Crunk.
Thank you. Hey, I love this game. I love this game.
It's making me really think though, because some people hear that and be like, Cherish is Crunk. What the fuck are these niggas talking about? And not look at it from a sense of, well, if you look at the elements of what Crunk is.
I mean, Do It To It sounds like it could even be an electric song, like an electronic song. Like it could be one of those. Like literally, the synths carry that, and the drums, and the 808. All right, last one, T.I. 24s.
I know niggas get knocked out to 24. I know niggas get knocked out to 24s. This off the hun.
DJ Toon produced, but that doesn't mean that there isn't elements that were created from what Lil Jon had been doing a decade prior.
Damn. Does T.I. have a song more Crunk than 24s? I don't think so.
He switched up very fast.
Yeah, because if his whole career was 24s, who knows where it would have went. We might not have got a king if he stayed in that lane.
Exactly. He rapped on songs like this or like Crunk songs, but he never. I think 24s is Crunk.
24s, yes, is Crunk, because as I'm thinking about what other song could I see niggas throwing hands and knocking people out to, I could say you could say You Don't Know Me, you can say ASAP, but those aren't Crunk records. I think 24s holds that, and maybe it is the hun dun 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 dun. Maybe it is that.
The chorus, throwing bows on 20
bars and clothes.
That's oh my god.
Yeah,
that's call and response.
I'll say
the call is blowing draw 24s.
Yep.
What you say? That's all my niggas roll.
Yep.
Blow and draw on 84.
I'm gonna say not only is 24 probably T.I.'s most Crunk record, I'm just gonna say it's Crunk.
Yeah. So from those songs, I picked songs that had the elements of what I just named, but also not just only the elements, but just to show people that Crunk is more it permeated through popular music from the late 90s all the way to, how far did I go? Like the mid 2000s, it had permeated through everything.
Yeah.
Like it was in everything. And we talk about what was the formula. The formula is there isn't one. there was a lot of different things that made it, but really what we argued and what we talked about, it was how it made you feel. And I think with Crunk, in a way that regular trap music isn't anymore, or hasn't been in a while, it's that feeling. You don't have that feel when you listen to something and oh shit, that's cool. I think the song I shouted out on Don't Say This podcast was Young Miko, What's Up.
What's Up? Yep.
I said, damn, this is a Crunk record. Lil Jon's even on it at the end. I said, this is a Crunk record because the familiar synth was obviously Lil Wayne's Lollipop, but it was the 808s, it was the bass, it's the drums, every element of that.
Yeah,
like, this is Crunk, but for today. You don't really hear that no more because trap isn't that. Trap is very much like still electronic in a lot of ways, still but it's very cold. It's like Crunk is very energetic, it's very feeling, you know. Yeah,
I still wince just a little bit hearing trap in the essence or in the definition of EDM, because trap is a complete different definition in EDM. It deals with whatever sounds they're using, whatever specific elements they're using in their production, so on and so forth. And it's kind of been cribbed. I won't even say kind of. It's been cribbed over to their area to where what true essence of trap is damn near completely erased at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's get back into the timeline though. We gotta get to this album.
It was a fun moment. I think I survived.
Yeah, you did great. I loved pulling that brain teaser. This is payback for what you did to me on the Limp Bizkit episode.
That was bad. That was bad. I did put you through pain. I understand. I did make you go against some of your elements, so I get it.
Hey, come on now. Lil Jon, Eastside Boyz, they released 2 albums. The first one, Get Crunk, Who You With, the album, longest title ever. And We Still Crunk in 1997 and 2000 respectively, but it was the 2002 album Kings of Crunk that blew the doors off of their popularity. It was led by the single I Don't Give a Fuck, one of the wildest videos ever. I don't know if that's on YouTube still. The video was damn near 75% bleeped out in BET. like literally they had, it would look like they smeared fucking grease on the screen. It was so fucking blurred out on the shit. Couldn't even hear anything they were saying. That was a BET Uncut classic too. I don't give a fuck. But what really popped it off, Mark, was Get Low, which would become one of the biggest party songs of all time ever.
Get Low dominate. I told you about dominated 7th and 8th grade. I'm talking about dominated 7th grade. And this is I was in Connecticut at the time, tri-state area. You wouldn't even expect it to Atlanta to be permeating like that. But Get Low was every fucking where.
Yeah, it was everywhere. But it also was, you take it as like, look at like Back That Ass Up, right? We like songs like that from our past. These are songs that were like carefree, and obviously we're not in a carefree world right now, but it was like there was a levity to it. There was a sense of like, let's just go fucking party. Let's just go have fun. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. It was it was a fun record that wasn't taking itself too serious. Like fucking lyrics, from the window to the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. You know what I'm saying? But it was a song that picked up finally Crunk outside of the regions that it was in. We knew about at the time all the stuff going on. 3 6 was out, A-Ball MJG was out. You know, Bun B was doing this thing, but now we're like, okay, we're the South is kind of coming up, and it was on the back of Mark hip hop being so fractured at the time.
Yep,
Jay-Z and Nas had their big blow up, and everything was regathering at that point. Because everyone had pretty much it was all eyes on those two in 2001, especially in Q4 2001. And then you get Lil Jon and the Eastside Boyz after that, and then they get a huge hit. And then it's like, okay, hip hop's changing.
Yep,
and it was changing with party music. People fucking hated it. They hated this shit.
I remember the forums. We
look back on this moment with such reverence now, Mark, but it was not like that in 2002, 2003. It was
there was a lot of blowback, realizing that hip hop is now going into a
party phase.
Not even a party phase, just to a different state. Like obviously the tri-state had their moment, huge moment, if not probably the biggest moment in rap at that time. Q4 2001. Now it starts moving more southern and starts going into Atlanta. There is a blowback, and that could have been from 2002 all the way going into 2005. We brought up D4L and we brought up Franchise Boys earlier. That got flambéed online, and it even led to what we got from Nas in 2006. There was a lot of blowback as to the sound and the change of hip hop, but also where it was going. That I think it was more prevalent than it was in 95 when Andre said the South has something to say. It was a lot more vocal and a lot more visible now.
They wanted the party to die. At that time, or in this time.
I get.
Lil Jon had kind of become a mascot for not only Crunk, but the city of Atlanta. He was producing hits for people like Usher, but also paving the way for new stars like Lil Scrappy, Trillville, and he was peaking as one of the biggest stars in hip hop. And he was at the forefront of the South's takeover of pop music at the time. And with the support of executive producers like Rick Rubin, the Neptunes, which I forgot that they executive produced this album. Lil Jon and the Eastside Boyz released Crunk Juice in November 16th of 2004. And we're going to dive into that album right the fuck now.
Let's get it.
Overall, what were your thoughts going back to this album, Mark?
It's a very interesting time in my life. In November of 2004, when this dropped, I'm literally wearing the t-shirt to commemorate it. It dropped 2 weeks after the release of probably the greatest video game of all time in my eyes. So November 2004 was very busy for me. It was also my first year in South Florida. So I was listening to hip hop in a much different space than I was when I was in Connecticut. I did not hear as much Juvenile, as much Scrappy and Shrillville, as much Lil Jon, especially as much Yang Yang Twins as I did in Florida than I did in Connecticut. So I was listening to it with new ears and truthfully welcoming ears. Like I wanted to feel what the difference was as far as Southern rap compared to what it was in the tri-state area. I think this is probably the first album that I was like, okay, I'm really starting to understand this. So I look at Crunk Juice with a very, very special set of lenses. Listening to it in 2025 was very special because it put me onto different things that I didn't hear when I was 13 years old. I
listened to this I was driving home, and I was listening to this like mind fucking blown. Like, this album is fucking incredible. Like,
it still holds up.
Why don't I listen to this more? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, than what I have been. But kick it to the intro. You start to immediately hear the influence, and for all of them, you listen to that white boy music. This is right here with it. It's guitar and heavy metal, and then it kicks us into what I consider one of the greatest songs of all time. One of them, Get Crunk, featuring Bo Hagen. One of the greatest verses he's ever had. His only verse.
One of the best intro verses, his best verse, one of the best openers to an album.
You know the verse?
Who am I? I'm Bo Hagen, B&B representative.
Haven't seen a nigga who in it as cold as a winter. Now step away. Let's step away from the block and step away from shooting up and getting shot. Bitch nigga fuck that.
You buck, we buck back.
We cut slut for some type of tough cat. It's because a nigga was dead with his head leaking out. Head leaking out. No, them feds leaking out.
Nigga fucker. Well, hop in the bucket and haul ass.
You was mad because I see you was creeping in tall grass. I bust up all fast, repeatedly and heatedly, trying to make that motherfucker leave
immediately.
I'm a gangster above. And I'm worldwide, baby girl. Show me some love. We're going to drink real good and blow decent bud. Boy, hey, we don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, what's that shit that you remember? You want to find an exit? Find an exit. Because when the sets start getting thrown up and hands start getting thrown, find a fucking exit.
Well, why did he just want to smoke decent bud? Not the greatest. You
don't want to be too high. You don't want to be too high. In a moment like this, you don't want to be too high. Because you're going to be stuck like Chuck and then it's over.
But break down this verse by Bo Hagen as we break it down. What a mission statement for this album.
Mm-hmm.
What a poetic. We said that lyrics weren't really like the big thing, but it says something that I can remember this verse more than I can remember like a Nas verse, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because each and every part of this is melodic. It's the fucking, he's in a pocket through this fucking. Like, it's one of the greatest intro verses of all time. Like, Bo Hagen never really blew up the way that, like, well, who really wanted Bo Hagen? I don't even know what he looks like.
I'm pretty sure Bo Hagen has some mixtapes. Didn't he have one with Scream? DJ Scream.
If Bo he did, I never listened.
Oh, funny enough, the mixtape was called "Who Am I?"
Yeah, exactly. We were always asking that.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. He was on Heavy in the Streets 3. God damn, that's so old.
But again, like he was kind of like old Atlanta getting on crunk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was like. But then you get to Lil Jon. You're from the South Side, nigga. But there's a lot of like call and response on this that I don't like. We don't have to repeat. But like Lil Jon is the sprinkling of the sauce on these songs. Like he knows when to come in. Because like when people think about like what a DJ Khaled does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or even any of these DJs that do, like, what do they do? And DJ Khaled has the intros and outros. It comes from radio. You know what I'm saying? It comes from radio. It comes from DJing in the club. That's where Khaled gets that from. Jon has that same style, but like as an artist, he's just so into it. You know what I mean? Like there's so few people doing that other than Khaled now that Lil Jon does this. But fantastic intro.
I've never wanted dreads more. Hearing Get Crunk.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, ho. If your ass act up, we stomp that ass to the flow.
And this is when he was hulking up. We can't even say hulking up anymore. Nigga's dead. Damn. What was I gonna say? He was like literally evolving, and he's like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, that shit will put literal goosebumps on your arm.
Hit the rock.
Yeah, that's the rock throughout this entire album, throughout this entire project.
And then that song, the first 7 songs on this shit just flow into each other so crazy. Then we get to What You Gonna Do, which is the first single, flows into it like crazy.
Like butter, smooth.
If you fall up in the club and them niggas want a mug, when you step up to their face, what they gonna do?
Shit!
If you fall up in the club
and them hoes start acting
up,
you had to make sure you cover the girls too, because the girls want to fight too. When them hoes start acting up, when you step up to them hoes, what they gonna do? Shit!
Or what they gonna do? Shit! What they gonna do? Shit!
I know.
What they gonna do?
I can just picture how many people got knocked the fuck out to this record.
Why do you want to imagine that? Like niggas getting fucked up. Do you want to see that? Your ass would be scared.
I don't got no beef with nobody. I know how to maintain. I'm good. Nobody's going what they gonna do me, and if they do what they gonna do me, I know the exit.
All right. So Lil Jon is a verse here. Fuck nigga, what's up? Hell no, you ain't gonna buck. All that shit out your mouth.
Gonna get your wet up.
Shitting out your mouth, bro. Come on, man.
The radio edit was yapping out your mouth. They might have wanted to keep the yapping out your mouth. Go get your wet up.
I don't want to shit out my mouth. It's some Eastside niggas and they deep in this bitch and they stepped to any nigga
that be talking that shit.
He said Eastside niggas, Westside niggas, Northside niggas, Southside niggas. They all do the same thing
and never switch it up. You know, it's always East, West, North, South. He'll never go North first, then South. Yeah. He'll never switch it up. You gotta make sure that people know, because when it's East Side's time to rep, they rep. When it's West Side's time to rep, North and South, they
niggas
rep.
In the club, they just waiting like, wait till you say East Side or wait till you say West Side.
Yep, right, exactly. Exactly. You know what? Yeah, we got to rep. 1, 2. It's a West Side niggas and they deep in this bitch and they step their head. I already knew what the vibe was. I knew what the vibe was as soon as he started the record, because he came on the record and said, "Just because we went platinum and shit doesn't mean we done changed. Nigga. We the motherfucking kings of crunk. Now let's talk about some more niggas." That's when I knew he was ready to get somebody lined the fuck up.
This is a hardcore song. This is a heavy metal song.
Yes,
like this is what this is. And Lil Scrappy comes in. My brain is taking
too much pain. I love the effect that they put on his shit, because you can tell he's right by the speaker. That's standing right by the speaker. The shit is beating your ears in. You're like, my brain is taking in too much pain.
But it's cool, little shorty. Don't be so alarmed and learn to bruise niggas without jabbing
an arm.
I don't play with motherfuckers because the shit be real. Make you hold your mouth longer than the niggas seal. And them bows gonna leave your ass dead in the past. Ain't no way you could differ your dick from your ass.
The fuck hoes with my nigga. What? Hoes my nigga. What? Think I feel about this warrior figure.
About this forming your figure. Like, that's Lil Scrappy has some shit. All right. The big ass teeth.
Telling you, man, Scrappy had it in 04.
When you think about the video of this song, and makes no sense, by the way. The video for this, when the Chinese niggas come out and they hit the interlude. This is a 5-minute ass song too. The next 2 songs is 5-minute ass songs. He said, I'm looking around this motherfucking club. What? And them niggas still motherfucking looking over here and shit. Looking over here talking and shit.
We need some straightening going on in this motherfucker. Yeah.
That's what we want motherfucking do. What's up? Walk up with these motherfucking niggas and talk to their ass like this. Only bitches talk shit. Only bitches talk shit. Only bitches talk shit. That's why we busting your shit.
And the alarm going off in the video used to have me. I was going crazy when the alarm was going off.
We real niggas, y'all hoes.
Y'all hoes. Yeah, y'all hoes.
Bro, he was trying to get niggas killed in the
Yes. Yes. I love it. I would have loved to see it.
Come on, man. And you know who really took the torch for this? Waka fucking Flocka. Took the torch for this more than anything. He really did. He was the last person holding up the flag for Crunk until he kind of moved into trap.
That is true. Damn, we didn't bring up any, and I said that was probably one of the last real remnants of, but then again, trap, by that time
Waka changed from first album to the second. It was definitely more like, it was definitely more hybrid, like trap style at that point.
Trap Mr. Crunk,
Then we get into real nigga roll call. Doo-doo-doo.
It's time for the real nigga roll call.
It says here,
city or state.
Nigga is said 112 times on this song. And
it feels low.
And bitch ass nigga pussy shit hoe and fuck 272 times.
Okay, so
this is the first of several appearances by Ice Cube on this album, by the way. This was kind of like the resurgence of him. It was cool that they kind of linked together.
Yeah.
Right about now, it's time for the real nigga roll call. I mean, in the club, you doing the real nigga roll call?
When you hear your city or state being called, I know they were going crazy. It was ATL, St. Louis, Chicago, DC, Maryland,
Naptown, Bay Area, VA, all of shit. Y'all niggas can't fuck with my niggas, ho.
Pussy nigga.
Y'all niggas can't fuck with my niggas, ho.
It's really the pussy nigga in the background from Ice Cube that really made it different.
But one of the best call and responses on this album, motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. Motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. Lil Jon's verse. Y'all niggas some old ass, flexing ass, farting ass niggas. My niggas be some trill ass niggas. Y'all niggas be some whole ass, pussy ass niggas. My niggas be some hair, pussy, cakes ass niggas. Y'all niggas be some running ass, scary ass niggas. My niggas be some Roy Jones, beat your ass
niggas. Oh man, we talking about Crunk and Roy Jones? Oh,
body headbangers.
Yeah, body headbangers. What a different time it was.
They were Crunk. I smoked. I drank. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
You want to talk about when Can't Be Touched used to come on? Classics, man.
My niggas, Bishop Don pimping ass niggas. Y'all niggas be some 22 having ass, little gun having ass.
My niggas be some chopping street sweeping ass niggas.
Y'all niggas be them old half out selling ass niggas. My niggas be some dirty bird moving
ass niggas. Yeah, Keep selling that bit if you want.
Best line. Y'all niggas be some kissing security ass niggas. My niggas some fuck them hoes and break their jaw ass niggas.
And it went straight into Ice Cube set, and it went straight into one of Ice Cube's two verses on this record.
Bro, this verse, it's too many niggas in this verse, man.
It was too tired out.
So I'm a mean nigga. You's a fretting nigga. Oh, pretend nigga. Smile fretting nigga. I hate a false nigga. That's Diana Ross nigga.
Ross nigga.
Lost nigga. Beat the boss nigga. He's a super nigga with a group of niggas. Act stupid nigga. A fucking nuke a nigga.
Yeah.
Mind you, they actually had a clean version of this song and a video for it. And
played on BT.
It was damn near cut out for Ice Cube shit. It was crazy. Because you's a happy nigga and I'm a nappy nigga. Fucking scrappy nigga. Meet your pappy nigga. It's Ice Cube nigga. Little Jon nigga.
So if you're drunk nigga,
keep it crunk nigga. To your punk nigga. Feel the bump nigga. Get your testifying
ass in the trunk. I remember BT when he said right after, you want to tell I'll dump a shell. They just sent the whole line.
Yeah, the whole line's gone.
We're not gonna talk about dumping shells. Hell no. Hell no.
Send the frail nigga straight to hell, nigga. That's your shelter, nigga. Help the skelter, nigga. And when I belt a nigga, God help a nigga is insane. This verse is crazy. I didn't remember half of the shit he says in this shit. I'm just like, bro, this too many niggas, man.
I remember the second verse more than I do the first verse because he's like, because I'm insane in the brain, insane bitch. I got Rick James in my veins.
Real niggas never do. Remember Rick James having a resurgence? Chappelle Show, a lot of influence of Chappelle Show in this very album. Daddy said, "Let him hang, cut him like his butter, man. Skeet, skeet, skeet."
Nah, that's the other man. Because my skeet don't leak out the rubber man. I said, okay.
TNA ain't worth the niggas DNA. That crazy bitch have your ass off E and J. Fake niggas got these real bitches being gay.
I'm not.
Till my people's come around, it's like night and day. I'm like, damn, you turned them out like.
That's you want to change a god and the way she pray.
Authentic niggas know it's the authentic niggas only know that's the play away. I love this song. All right.
And then Lil Jon comes at the end of that bitch.
It's just too long. This song's almost 6 minutes long.
We're about to get to Lil Jon's fourth verse because he wants niggas to fight even more. We in the hood on the block, you in the hood getting shot.
we quick to show you what we bought. You quick to run your fucking mouth.
Real nigga roll call. Then it fades. It's a nice.
Then we get to one of the first interludes in this, which there are several. It's one of the last albums that have skits in it. Him and Kanye.
There's probably some smaller ones. It just feels a lot more different in the 2000s because they were ironically a little bit better produced than they are in 2025.
Now you my nigga. Now you my nigga. Damn nigga, get off the motherfucking phone, nigga. Bye.
Everybody's had this moment. Nigga just stay on the phone for way too long. And I don't know who it was. The caller sounded like whose dude used to hang with B.O.B. Playboy Trey. This sounded like Playboy Trey on the other line. Obviously, Bo Hagen's on the other line, desperately trying to hang up the phone. But it sounded like, I don't know if it's Playboy Trey. And it doesn't really say it on Genius.
Now you my nigga.
Expect a phone call from me tomorrow, man. Hold it down, man. Knee high from the tree high, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you how to go down. Knee high from the tree high. We gonna stay down, my nigga. I'll holler at you. You gonna holler at me. I'm gonna holler at you. You gonna holler at me, and we gonna stay. Damn, nigga, get off the motherfucking phone, nigga. Bye.
And then we get to The Blow. Another 7 minutes.
I'll give me all 7 minutes. Give me all 7 minutes of The Blow.
Now this song, a lot of Memphis influence on this. Well, obviously, Gangsta Boo's here. One of the first samples on here as well. Samples the intro. No clue how he found this at this point in this time. Philip Glass. The Philip Glass produced sample. It's the main theme from Candyman. The opening theme when the movie first comes on from Candyman is sampled on The Blow. This is a chopped and screwed version of it. So again, we're kind of mixing in different elements, the Texas side and the Memphis side. But again, Lil Jon, melting pot, respects student of the game, respects truly every region that he comes across. The blow, the peel, the yak, the herb.
Just the beat. As soon as we hear that ding, 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 and this, if I have anything left to do in my life, I need to blow out somebody's speakers to The Blow. I know it can happen. There's just a beat. As soon as it turns on, you are going to destroy a sound system.
The dro, the perp, the orange, get gush, the bad, no haps, nowhere
to keep your ass.
A joint, a two will do your niggas, do a soak of blood of this. If you want
to smoke with me, don't bring no bullshit. The blue
dumping,
white spinners,
the green nickel, the red
Superman. You know, as a kid, I thought he said green nipples. I'm like, there's a weed called green nipples. That's kind of crazy.
You probably wanted to smoke it too, nigga.
I didn't know what the shit they were talking about. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to write down my notes. Shit, red Superman, green nipples. Okay, I know when it's time. I know what to talk. I know what to ask for.
Yep. And Gangsta Boo's verse, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, man.
I can say easily my favorite verse on Crunk Juice.
Yeah, I got that weed for the load, the pills for the low, the blow for the low. Young nigga, you ain't know.
When I ride, I roll high, man, and I ain't telling no lie. When that shit get in my brain, I grip the grain and bye. Hey, dog, you got that good up in the hood. We call it mid-grain. Another thing we do, some call it blow, some call it cocaine. Fuck, hell nah, nigga. I've been on that bing, from front to back. Me turn the bang. Constantly talking that shit. The shit that like, you bitches can't get. The Memphis, the A, the North, the South is on the grind. We will not quit that underground rap. Smoke out for the green. Yeah, fuck what you heard, bitch. Yeah, I'm back up on the scene. If you want to get high, you should fuck with Gangsta Boo. I be turning niggas out. Watch how quick I turn you to a smoked out, loped out, freaky motherfucker on that X'd out, passed out while I put another. You gonna turn me out on X? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, right.
I'm good.
Gangsta Boo said, I'm about to turn you out, little nigga. You mark that. Yes, ma'am.
Hell no. Hey, I'll find my exit. I'm not being smoked out, loped out. I'll jump through the window. I'm not doing no X.
And then we get Lil Bo and Big Sam on here.
You talk about two verses that the matches, a WrestleMania heater comes on, and then the follow-up match. Those verses were the follow-up match. The Harlem burning that work. I got bound through that perp.
I smoke everything. From the lightest of haze. I got that shit I pull up with your mind off in the days. I understand why they probably fell out with Lil Jon, because these niggas probably made so many verses. They're actually on Kings of Crunk a lot. Like they're rap on Kings of Crunk a lot, I believe. Mm-hmm. This is like it, right? This is just this song, and I think like one more song.
I got X, I got weed, I got anything you need when you see me in the street.
They probably was like, bro, get Big Sam, get Sambo out of here.
Sambo out. I mean, respectfully, Sambo, I know y'all held the gas cans. You helped with the crunkness. Completely understand, but I understand. We don't need you here. I understand. I completely understand why things changed a little bit. By when did Snap Your Fingers come out? Probably 2 years after this, and by that time he chopped them both off, and now it's just Lil Jon. We had to wait a minute for Crunk Rock too, but I understand.
Yeah, we gotta wait a long minute for that. Contract, next song. Yeah. Like I said, just boypapercan.net. Tell the bitch pussy till the drop wet. You know what I'm saying? I'm the vet, not the pet.
The guitar being slowly strummed in the background here. This used to be my skip. I'm not gonna lie. After the blow, your mind is just
it's hard to do this, but on a re-listen, I'll listen to this whole thing all the way through. Contract's really good. Really good.
Yeah, good verses from Trillville. Pimping his intro is definitely still hilarious. What did he say at the end? Don Coochie Hole, bit better known as Pimp Coochie, Pimp Kevin the Donna's motherfucker hole. You know what I'm talking about? Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you fuck ass bitch. And then it went straight into Trillville. And then you get their verses, and then you just get some good stuff from Jazzy Fabic in those early 2000s.
Hey bitch. Now your name on the line.
You belong to me. You belong to me.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch. Little dog comes around a little. Hey, bitch. Because now you're mine.
Get up, bitch. It's time to go to work. Bitch. It's your boy, Lil Jon. I like this song. I would understand somebody skipped it because the blow is just such a massive song. But the beat gets it for me. The beat is like.
Contract?
Yeah, Contract's beat is just it, bro.
Yeah, contract isn't bad, and like I said, listening to Don P's verse, I was like, obviously Migos and Trillville are two completely different groups, but I was like, yeah, Don P, you kind of hear like early. Maybe I'm just looking at it from 2025 eyes. It's kind of like Quavo or Quavo to a degree.
Even though they look they look like what Atlanta young niggas was about to start looking like in a couple of years, you know what I'm saying, with the hair and everything.
And Don P was gonna have a tough couple of months very soon. He's gonna start beefing with Scrappy. Scrappy beats his ass in the beef. You know what I'm
saying? B and Me click fell apart very fast. Then we get another interlude with E40.
You ever just hear E40 talk and just laugh
every time?
Niggas E40, don't be procrastinating. Niggas be procrastinating.
E40 leads into White Meat, which, like, when you first look at the track list for this back in the day, you're like, I wonder what White Meat's about. I wonder what it's about.
I'm gonna say White Meat, probably the most underrated record on Crunk Juice.
It is.
Mm-hmm. And we talk about resurgences. Ball and G are having a little bit of resurgence. They signed to Bad Boy this year, or maybe the year beforehand.
had Forever, or their album coming out.
10 out of
Yeah.
10, 10 out of 10 record with Lloyd, and they had bust a nigga head, smack
Stop
off, shoot the club, bitch, nigga, bitch,
nigga. They ended up making 2 albums with Bad Boy at that time too, which is kind of unheard of to have 2 albums come out on Bad Boy at that time. Right, Still Riding High was the second one. It came out like 2008, I think.
Yeah, they had Relax and Take Notes.
Yeah.
Diddy threw him a little Biggie sample. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
boys, I give you this one, and then y'all out of here.
But White Meat, one of my favorite beats. Obviously, the rock samples, the guitar samples are prevalent throughout this. They could have called this crunk rock, and I would have believed it
for sure. Yeah.
8 Ball says, "I heard you niggas don't like me. I know you boys want to fight me.
Fight me. I know where
your kids and your wife be. Bust a nigga head to the White Meat.
You know where my wife and kids at? I'm gonna just watch my word. Watch my word very close.
Real killers, tough niggas, loudmouth, rough niggas, can't stay at the handcuff niggas, ain't enough niggas. To run up on niggas, I'm an artillery specialist. Never the fuck unless I get pimping naturally, effortless. MJG, underrated rapper of all time.
Oh, right. Another one that used the flag, they used the Confederate flag, but he burned it though. I think
he did burn it.
His message was pretty fucking clear.
Yeah, that's a loser
glory. Flag. Burn the shit out the flag.
That's a loser flag. We also we get Big Sam on this, I think, or Lil Bo and Big Sam on this. They're on the third verse. Good song. I mean, not a skipper for me. I always listen to this one. I listen to this one every time.
This one's very good. I liked White Meat when I was a kid. I think I like it more in 2025. I don't know what it is. I think it just aged well. Great sample. I thought it was a rock sample in general. No, I think this is original production from Lil Jon as opposed to being a rock sample. We're gonna get the big rock sample on this next record.
Yeah, right now. Stop fucking with me.
Lil Jon said everybody got a studio. This one's for me.
This is the Rick Rubin produced record. It samples Slayer, Raining Blood. And is actually, I believe that the guitarist on this is the guy from Slayer. What's the guy's name? Is it what's the guy's name? It's Jeff Hanneman. Yeah, Jeff Hanneman is actually plays on this record. Replayed the Raining Blood sample here. I mean, what more? I mean, what's much to say with this one? This is kind of like a punk rock song in itself. People keep fucking with him. He's having a hard fucking life, a hard life, and I'm gonna give y'all some of my motherfucking pain. Oh, why you fucking with me? You don't be fucking with me. Why you fucking with me?
I think we've all been. Maybe not to that degree, maybe not to that level, but sometimes just want to yell some shit out.
It seems like no matter how hard I fucking try, I can't do the right motherfucking shit. Like I be trying this shit. We always turn it out fucked up.
Who hasn't been there? Who hasn't been there?
My bitch always on my fucking back. Talk about I need to get a fucking job. Talk about how I need to pay my fucking child support. I was like, wait a minute. Okay,
I was like, hey, I think she might be all right here.
See, I'm trying to get a job and it just won't work. Bitch, I'm trying to get a job and it just won't work. As soon as I walk through the door, on their face they get a smirk. I'm like, well, Lil Jon, what was you dressed like? What was you looking like? If you was dressed like how you look like regular, I can see why. They ain't hiring no nigga that like me and that bitch. Tattoos, gold teeth, nigga, dreads and shit. Man, fuck these niggas. I go back to selling dope. And now my baby Marla calling me about child support.
Hey man. I can see you. Here's the thing. I'm looking at this annotation from Rick Rubin. This is 11 years ago. He said, do you remember Lil Jon came out and said he was really big and then he kind of disappeared because he had trouble with his label? We recorded this song and it didn't come out until years after. I did one song with Lil Jon. It's insane and it's great. It's using Slayer samples, which was his idea because he was a big Slayer fan. It's great. It feels like it almost never really came out, even though it did. No one heard it. It wasn't because he wasn't still great. He just had some issues where he couldn't get his records out. So I'm wondering, did you record this during Kings of Crunk or Put Your Hood Up and it didn't come out until later? Because that would be a record that I don't think would fit very well on Kings of Crunk.
Maybe he got the time wrong because the TVT problems happens after this.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves TVT. This is his last contractual album with them, and he said he'll never record for TVT again. I think he might have the times mixed up.
Yeah,
because the song came out.
yeah, exactly.
Like
It's not like nobody heard it. Crunk Juice was big.
It was like one of the focus records on the song. I remember when he interviewed with MTV and he talks about this record on the MTV interview about this album. Like this was like a focus record for him. It was like one of the big kind of collabs on here. Like every record has a collab, but this was like the one Lil Jon was like kind of excited about. So I don't know. It's a good song. I think that it's very. I'm just gonna sound bad to say it's very gimmicky. It's a very gimmicky record, and I'm just like, it leads you into the next part of the next half of this album. So this is the first 10, which was all Crunk records.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're into like the next 10 records of this album are very different. Would you say
Yes. It's almost a kind of an awkward transition because he's talking about he's running away from the cops. It was a crash out, a literal crash out song here. And after the complete annihilation is done, you just get Chris Rock. I hate when bitches talking about they want to be friends. I want to be the friend that's fucking you and I. That's the friend I want to be. So kind of a wild transition, but it's transitioning into a classic.
Down. I know. Big Sambo was like, damn, we not on this one either.
Lock them. I hope he hit click. I hope he locked that door. They probably was like, hey, we got some of this. Hey.
They say, yeah, go ahead and make your verse, bro. I'm gonna put it on here, bro. Don't worry. I'm right after Ludacris shit. Baby, how you doing? I hope that you're fine. Want to know what you got in mind tonight? Got me feeling like just girl can leave you alone. She started to Patron. It's gonna be on. VIP, they got way too crowded. I'm about to call you tonight. You should. Your girl, tell you taking the scene. Pull up, BB, shotgun the GP with me.
She said, "Oh, I'm ready to ride." I was like,
yeah.
You can't change your mind. Don't mean to sound impatient, but you got a promise,
baby.
This is somebody that's about to be diamond off the album that he dropped this year. It is now on Crunk Juice, setting another classic with the same trio that got him. It's got to be diamond now, right?
Listen, man. I think it's diamond a couple times over, but the magic was there. I honestly feel like they should have put an album out with this core,
and had a trio. They tried to do it in 2020. Was like, yeah, we're bringing it back. I'm like, nah, can't do it in 2020. Yeah, y'all could have done it in 2005. You probably could have taken 2005 completely over. That's a packed 2005. Yep. Oh, a tour too. Yep.
Tour like that would have been crazy. The magic still works. I don't know that there's much to say about Lovers and Friends that hasn't already been said in the past 20 years. It's a song that has its own festival named after it. That's how epic this shit is. It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
And it's 13 times platinum, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Like 13 times platinum. Again, like it's kind of like a B-side to Yeah, but it still fucking works. Like it's still on top. I think it reached number 1 rhythmic on Billboard, number 3 on Hot 100. So like this was the biggest hit off of Crunk Juice by far. Obviously multi-time
number 3 on Hot. Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's one of the, again, this is a stack. This was stacked Billboard 100. Everybody was on that. Nelly was on it. Eminem was on it. Jay-Z was on it. At a time when this was coming out, Nas was probably on the Hot 100 at that time. Everybody was on this Hot 100, and he broke through to number 3. So again, it just shows you the power of Usher, how worldwide Crunk had gotten. That's why it's crazy that no one really talks about it anymore.
Yep.
And just how crazy this song is. It's one of my favorite songs on this record. But we're getting to the skips.
I'm just glad people stopped playing with Lil Jon's verse. In 2004, the forums were like, man, y'all ruined the classic and put this bullshit on the verse. Today, it's viewed as classic. That's what I like.
Come on, man. You can't front on the show. Hey, we get to the skippity skips.
One night stand. No, you're not gonna say one. Whoa. You're not saying one night stand. Stop it.
Ubi, come on, man.
I'm sitting on top of you, doing things that lovers do, but I don't belong to you. Perfect cheating song.
Is this Crunk?
Same way Goodies is. Same way Cherish is.
You're trying to fight.
Same way Goodies is. Some way Cherish. I mean, we're not talking about anything Crunk related. This is pure adultery. This is pure cheating. Ubi, I think one of my favorite things about Lil Jon's projects, she's been on so many classics. Lil Jon gave her a absolute classic in those, in, what was it, 99, 2000, when Nothing's Free came out, sampled Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson ain't clear that shit. I don't know if we could do it in 2025. Janet, let's just think about it real quick. They had to change the beat completely. If you listen on DSPs, it's a completely different beat, but it doesn't compare to the Janet Jackson Let's Wait a While sample. That's a 10 out of 10. Maybe my favorite Janet sample in rap. And there's a lot you can choose from.
That song ain't this song. Next up is Aw Skeet Skeet. Dave Chappelle intro from the Chappelle Show. Really funny episode, just in general. I really love the stuff that they did together. Of course, DJ Flex on this one. This is just go-go at its core. This was Lil Jon paying homage to radio, paying homage to all of the fucking regions that played his music, all the regions that fuck with his songs. And again, it sucks that, like, and I talk to Wale about this all the time, just like how tough it is for go-go to break through. Mm-hmm. And you know, he's one of the people that kind of brings it back, and he always has a go-go element on his albums. But it was always cool to have somebody like Lil Jon pay that that homage to it, because this is far before Wale even came out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like this was showing love to the district in that way, and that's why I always have reverence for this album because of that.
One thing that missed me, DJ Flex calls him Cousin Skeeter on this record. I was like, he should have ran with that and went far, because that would have been hilarious if you started calling him Cousin Skeeter.
Oh, ski. Come on. Call and response once again.
And Dave wasn't lying. It did take white America at least 3 years to figure out, oh shit, we're playing this shit on the radio. I think that's nuts. You find that out within 5 minutes based on how online works today. It took y'all 3 years. Get Low was almost a 3-year-old record by the time Crunk Juice came out.
Yep, internet too ubiquitous, bro. It's way too ubiquitous. Chris Rock. We stay in the club. We live in the club. This turned into a Baltimore dance. This interlude turned into a Baltimore dance song as well.
Oh, it did?
We live in the club. We die in the club. We get our car wash in the club. We go to school in the club. We go to the cleaners in the club. We never leave a motherfucking club. And it leads into the big oof. The big oof I had on this.
Now this is the skip. This is the skip. I completely
understand. Big oof. This was the biggest oof. The first thing you hear is Piper, y'all, and I said, it's like, there's no way he's on this.
You forgot?
I forgot he was on this. R. Kelly and Ludacris in this club. I forgot. I truly forgot R. Kelly was on this.
R. Kelly preparing for TP3 in a couple months of just a whole bunch of different scenarios that happens to him in the club. I'm sure you can use your imagination and figure out what's happening here. But yes, R. Kelly and Ludacris just doing what they're usually known for.
About to roll up to this club. Whoa. About to step up in this club. Whoa. It's not a great beat either.
It's one of those ones. You want to talk about repeats? This could have been one of the repeats that he used.
Yeah, and then you get to Bitches Ain't Shit with Snoop Dogg and Ubi.
Now this, for one, is not on DSPs. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah, I had to go listen to it.
Yeah, Sugar Free. It's on Sugar Free's artist page under like a feed. You know how they usually do like those artist comps. For whichever reason, Bitches Ain't Shit is on Sugar Free's features compilation. It's not touched. The beat's not changed or anything like that. It's still his verse. It's still here Nate Dogg. Back in the day, I used to like bitches. You hear all that. Nothing's changed. I just don't know why it's not on Crunk Juice. It's kind of weird, but definitely one of the better records on Crunk Juice.
Might be clearance problems, maybe.
I don't know.
Might be something weird there. But then from there we go on to Chris Rock again. We get lower, fucking incoming, bitch, and then it gets to honestly another skipper for me, man.
You skip Skeezer? Down.
Well, Pharrell verse terrible on this. Let's just be real. I know you don't want to be real, but I'm gonna be real. This Pharrell verse opening the song is fucking awful.
I liked the bridge a lot more. That dun dun. I think that's Michael Jackson. I think that's Michael Jackson on the bridge of this. She really likes to party and she really likes to. And I like Yin Yang Twins. So I liked Kane. I like D-Rock on this on this song. Seek that thing out. It's one of the better records at the end. It's not better than Bitches. I think Bitches Ain't Shit in this pocket. I think Bitches Ain't Shit ends up being the best record. I love the 80s flips, the 2 80s flips that they have. I think the combination of Sugar Free, Nate Dogg, Snoop Dogg, and Ubi was amazing. Just don't know why it's not on the album.
Yeah. Then we get to the last song, 7 minutes. It's the motherfucker. No, I love. Listen, rock goosebumps when you hear Bun B say it's UGK for life, free Pimp C, free Pimp C. You're going Doja in the basements of the underwater garden with like that shit is.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the times, like, listening to rap at that early time. I wasn't the biggest UGK person at 13 years old. So this was like one of my first like introductions to Bun B. And I was like, who is this? This nigga's going crazy.
Yeah. Of course, on this song, Grand Finale, you got T.I., Nas, Jadakiss, Ice Cube, and Bun B. That's a hell of a lineup.
Absolutely.
Jadakiss was fucking with the South. Always has been fucking with the South.
Told people to do it. Yeah, stop hating.
Yeah, ever since the 90s. I'ma speak clearly because I don't think they're hearing me. A nigga only fears getting charged with conspiracy.
I can get it right to you, sticky green, white to you, wear whatever you want.
Bullets going right through you.
You tell me that.
If you're stressing to get buried, my niggas will send you to.
I'm out. Where's the exit?
My niggas will send you back to the Essence in a hurry, bro. That's some New York lingo for your ass, boy.
The Chevy. Try to figure me out, dog.
I'm light, I'm heavy. Yellow diamonds in the bezzy of the Prezi. Yeah, anybody can rock, but D Block rock steady. Come on, man. Feds don't want no warrants because y'all all informants. So I get hired.
New York warrants. Try to keep shit clean like Florence. Moved on up on the east side because I never lost endurance.
So there's the next two verses on this actually kind of connect to topics we talked about on this show and elsewhere because
and I love
we're in the middle of like the ending or the ending of one big beef and the start literally that year of another big beef that happened. So T.I. gets on here and
kicks the door in there. In my eyes, kicks the door. I refuse to lose. I'd rather get these weak dudes
blues to separate them from their blues.
Teach them don'ts and do's.
So he starts saying, you know who, but you know what, you know where. He said this before, right? He's actually said this on King. He says on you know who.
Yeah, on King, yeah.
Everywhere you do a show, he got kinfolk there. Now you know I ain't more than
not a kinfolk there.
They ain't as popular the one at the end of your prayer, but it got you running for your life without a minute to spare. But then you could come down to the bottom of the verse. The last bar is this is all Flip, right? This is all for Flip, right? Like all on television, name dropping, reaching for help. You don't see. I ain't got to say word, pimp. I ain't got to say a word. You beat yourself. You're gonna get what you deserve for disrespecting the game. Any nigga with the nerve to say another man name in prison, and now it was somebody talking about. I'm like, wait,
it's so bad. T.I. was so bad. I loved it.
Oh my god! Because again, we still don't have proof that Lil Flip ever dissed him when he was in jail, right? Like that's literally never happened, right?
Did he say that didn't happen on the Beef DVD?
Yeah, like that literally never happened. Like come on, man.
I hated hearing T.I.'s verse and then hearing "Who is I, the Egyptian?" Walk up,
fuckers have a conniption. My existence,
like the alderman. I said, Nas, come on, bro.
Really did mahogany, but honest, the perm from the tiniest sperm.
Come on, bro. Put T.I. back on, please.
Oh my god! Listen,
he literally said, "Mama say, Mama Makusa, fly to Cuba." Yo.
Hey, Quick to Back Down was probably recorded during this session.
Now, if he would have came with that quick to Back Down verse on this,
you already know who I'm better than. Still got me. Bro, that line still got me heated to this day because I was like, "Fuck, he lost." Fuck, man. But Nas does reference the beef when he says, "Amongst them is me. Who can't remembers my beef with who for what? They screw face me up. My boo lace me up. Balenciaga flimsy combo with bimbos in the south of Key Largo and pimp mode." He's still jabbing the J a little bit. He's still jabbing the J. So when y'all done with my style, please break me off, but never make Nas mad just in case we cross. Because lately y'all don't make me happy. To calm my nerve, I need the herb GNC don't carry.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. It's Ice Cube, motherfucker. He's a maniac. Now Cube has a different beef on his verse because why is he bringing this up during this shit?
I thought this was a great, amazing way to end the album. I think this really, really, truly did set off the resurgence. We get a new solo from Ice Cube about a year and a half after this, but this was the voice that I'm glad that he went through to literally end the album. Old school motherfucker, blow through a motherfucker. When you heard about a nigga so true, motherfucker. See, I'm ugly and pretty. I'm politic. Shoot at that nigga. I was like, don't get mad now. It's cute now.
Niggas get shit when I come to their city.
When I hit my be like, she coming with me. Like, got an ego. Biggest T.O.
But I'm not an ego, bitch. I roll a Rego. Because gangsters don't dance to boogie. I told you, motherfuckers, Kobe didn't take that pussy. And then you're like, well, you pause out. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Shaq was like,
this was right after the settlement, right?
Did it end by November 2004? I want to feel like the trial bled into 2005. Let's see. Kobe, Colorado.
How was he telling us? Oh, was it 2003?
July 2003. But when did it end though? Arrest, criminal case. The accuser filed a civil lawsuit against what? In March 2005, the two parties settled that lawsuit.
They had dismissed it in September 1st.
Oh, okay. And by March 2005, they settled.
Yeah, so they did. So he was responding to them dismissing it 2 months prior.
Okay.
So this must have got recorded like the day after. I told you, motherfuckers, Kobe didn't take that pussy.
Hey, the Laker fans,
get paid. Get money, get paid. You can beat that shit.
Even if the
I was like, not really what you want to connect with Kobe. Like, right now, it's just like he got money, so he got off. Even if the D8 is a piece of shit. Colorado got bravado, but eat that shit. Another white bitch lying on D black dick.
I didn't remember the Colorado line. Colorado got bravado, but eat that shit. Like, are you trying to like borrow? Are you gonna like bury Colorado?
He basically was shouting them out, but being like, "Y'all got to eat that shit.
Yeah,
like, y'all for this." Completely irresponsible line, bro.
We all saw what came from the response of Kobe following that suit. So I'm sure he saw that 50 for the next 15 years of his.
When I hit the tarmac, it feel like a carjack. Niggas get out. Vanish like Star Trek. So fucking incredible. I'm so fucking incredible. No matter what happened, I never turned federal. And that's my report coming straight from Cali. Ice Cube is the shit on this motherfucking grand finale.
Wow. Now, at the very end, I don't remember this listening to Crunk Juice in 2004. I don't remember China White being at the end of grand finale.
The voicemail, yeah.
I didn't know. China White's clearly in jail. And she's like, yo, 05, we about to turn shit up. Obviously, China White is on one of Lil Jon's greatest songs of all time. She did not turn it up, unfortunately. But it felt good to hear China White.
Yeah. Crunk Juice. That was Crunk Juice. I think this is a classic album.
Absolutely.
It's definitely Lil Jon's opus. It's gone 2 times platinum since 2004. It's probably more. They probably just haven't
updated
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It sold 363,000 copies in the first week. You want to know where it debuted to sell that much?
I guess 6. I'm gonna guess 6.
31. Yeah.
Yeah. 380 in 2025. We're partying in the streets.
Yeah. It did. Well, actually, no. Let me get there. Because you know what it was? I think that it came out early. Let me get this straight. 16.
It probably didn't leak. It's 2004.
It came out early. Okay, it was a Tuesday, but I think it leaked. So it debuted at number 31. In the second week, it jumped to number 3, selling 363,000 copies. In the second week.
Okay.
Yeah. In the third week, it was still in the top 10. But you know why I think it probably jumped up? Lovers and Friends, it hit that week.
Came as a single, probably. Yeah,
it hit that week, and that's why. But yeah, man, I love this album. It's a time where we can remember where it was just fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we were in the throes of literally the Iraq War at that time.
Yep.
Which is crazy to think about, but you know, we were going through a lot at that point, and Crunk Juice was definitely not light. And I'm glad that we got to talk about it because I had a lot of fun talking about this.
Yeah, it's a mixture of black sounds, one of Atlanta's best albums of all time, my personal opinion. We brought up Metro Boomin's Beautiful Summer and how we can share odes to different eras of Atlanta. I think they did a good job with Futuristic. I would love to see, as we brought up Flocka, I'd love to revisit those early moments of trap, but I'd also love to revisit Crunk. I think there's a lot of artists that would be more than willing to do that as well. A lot older than our Futuristic lineup as of right now. I'm sure Franchise Boys, D4L, Lil Jon, the Eastside Boyz, a little bit more older than LA and Dro and everybody. But yeah, I know they're more than willing to also bring their sound. So who knows? We'll see what happens.
Put some respect on Crunk's name. I think after listening back to this, it definitely deserves this time in the sun again.
Yeah.
100%. I don't know who would be the one to take that. Like, do I really want to fucking hear Destroy Lonely on one of these? Like, I need to have like some semblance of there needs to be a resurgence of Crunk back. Cause I think trap is, like, we can agree, like, trap is the kind of run its course. I think that a lot of this stuff is kind of run its course. It's time for like something new. I know they're all going back to old Atlanta, but they're only going to a certain part. Like Cardi's only going to like Futuristic. Metro's only going to Futuristic. Let's go back a little bit further. Let's see. Let's remake this place. I think that Atlanta still has a lot of great talent, a lot of great art to do, in the South just in general. Let's do something different. Let's do something different. But that was Lil Jon, Crunk Juice, 2004's Opus. I'll keep you guys posted on what we do for September. Let me think this through. I do got a backup if we don't do Blueprint, Stillmatic.
Okay.
I might save it in the tuck. I know I want to do Purple Haze in December. That's okay. That's gonna be like a 3-hour episode. Me and you, Mark. Me and you talking about Purple Haze.
There's too much to say about Purple Haze.
Is there like, again, that's a story. That's a story that goes along with that as well. We won't start talking about that album until probably about an hour in. You already know how that's gonna work. Bro.
You know, it'd be hilarious if we did. We're not gonna do it. It's just gonna be too crazy. But if we did From Me to You, that's a throwback.
That could be part of it. Shit, that could be part of it. But yeah, the Purple Haze definitely in December. But I'll think about Blueprint and Stillmatic.
Okay.
Double album. We'll let you guys know. But stay tuned on our Patreon. We'll let you guys know first there. Thanks for all the support there. But until then, thank you guys for listening to ThrowBLKs. For Mark, I am J5. And we'll see you guys next time on Don't Steal This Podcast. Peace.